So there's two different portals that you can use if you ever need to get a little bit more knowledge on something, if you're trying to change something in the system or understand how it works a little bit better. So I'll always go to the help desk here, which is on the top right hand corner. So there's two different ones in here. If you go to knowledge base, it's going to give you a page of they're basically user guides and online tutorials, process maps of how to do certain things in the system. So I'll always try and figure out what they call that area of the system that I'm trying to learn a little bit more about. So if I wanted to figure out some more information on workflows, I'll just type in workflow and I'll just see all the different articles that they have based on it. There's always going to be one that has overview in it, and I'll always click on that one because that's kind of the beginning of what will then take you to other pages once you figure out where you need to have a little bit more information on to help you. So as you can see on this one, they've got different, they've got a little video here. They've got screenshots of how to do specific things, help on setting up a workflow. I normally will do this if I'm really stuck and I just need to figure out even just how to ask the question about what I want. So where is it going to be in the system? I'm quite mindful that Accessplanit has a lot of clients and all of them utilize the system quite differently. We're certainly a little bit more niche than anybody else that they work with. So it's really important that they've got a very clear idea of exactly what we're trying to do. And how we name different things in the system. So if they're trying to help us like run a report and create something in Report Writer, they need to know where that information is stored in the system, like that we call resources. Different instructors have different categories attached to them. And it's little things like that, even how accounts are set up with like their client name and then the location. So then they can figure out a way to tailor something specific to us. So once you learn a little bit more about the system through here, if you now kind of get a better understanding of what you need to know, go back to your help icon here on the top right, and then just go to support portal. And this is where you're going to raise a ticket. They don't normally will take any queries over the phone. They do sometimes, and they're fairly good with it. But regardless, they always need to raise a ticket just so they can audit it. So I always go into, it's either knowledge request or system issue, depending on what it is that you need. If something's horribly gone wrong in the system, obviously click on this one. Both of them raise a ticket. Both of them will get you in contact with somebody from their help desk. So we're just going to type in knowledge, and we're just going to say knowledge request. And you can type in your summary. Always try and make a really specific name into this one, because if you ever have to go back to any requests that you've put through in the past, it's a really simple way for you to search for them. And then in here, you can write your description of exactly what's going on. Try and be as specific as possible. So if you're having an issue with the workflow, go back and see what workflow ID you're talking about. The same thing goes for a course template. Look at the course template ID. Remember, those are always in the attribute section of Accessplanit. If you're getting any errors on the system, you can even drag and drop a screenshot in here. I did this a lot of times when instructors were getting incorrect emails and I couldn't figure out why everybody was getting this. I just saved the actual email, popped it into here, and then they were able to help me. Any of your historical requests are going to be up here. And you can say the ones created by me. This is where your summary is. So you know how we just raised one? We can put it in through here. So then you can just type in, the topic that you already asked about, whatever it is. And then it'll come up so that if you ever want to refer back to something that they've shown you before, then you can easily search for it here.